At 6:18 a.m. on November 30, 1939, in a frozen forest of Finnish Karelia, a single man stood motionless among snow-covered trees. The cold was brutal, 40 degrees below zero, the silence absolute. If he were discovered, he would die in seconds, but if he succeeded, he would delay the advance of an entire army. His name was Simo Häyhä. Simo was 34 years old. He was a farmer. He had never attended a military academy. He had never used a telescopic sight. Short, silent, almost invisible. To the Soviet army, he did not seem like a threat. And that was exactly why it worked. While other soldiers used modern optical sights, Simo carried only an M28-30 rifle with iron sights, no lenses, no glare, nothing that could give away his position. In extreme temperatures, scopes would freeze. The simple rifle did not. At that moment in the war, the Soviet Union had invaded Finland. The plan was simple: advance with full force and crush the country in a few weeks. But the forest was dense, the snow deep, and the Finns knew every meter of that terrain. Within days, entire columns began to disappear. Soviet soldiers could not see the enemy. They did not hear shots. They did not see smoke. Only men falling one by one. The fear did not come from the attack. It came from the silence. They began to call that forest the land of the White Death. Simo knew that if he were seen firing, he would die. So he adopted unusual tactics. He packed snow in front of the rifle to avoid kicking up particles. He put snow in his mouth to hide the vapor of his breath, and he remained motionless for hours, sometimes the entire day. That morning, a Soviet officer appeared about 150 meters away. Simo aligned the iron sights, controlled his breathing, and pulled the trigger. One shot, one body fell. The Soviet advance stopped in that sector. Scouts were sent in. They did not return either. Snipers came next, now trying to hunt him. None managed to find him. Artillery began bombarding the forest at random. Simo simply changed position and continued, day after day, until in March 1940 the Soviets finally located him. An explosive bullet struck his face. The impact threw his body backward, unconscious. The Soviets believed he was dead, but they were wrong. Simo survived. Scouts were sent in. They did not return either. Snipers came next, now trying to hunt him. None managed to find him. Artillery began bombarding the forest at random. Simo simply changed position and continued, day after day, until in March 1940 the Soviets finally located him. An explosive bullet struck his face. The impact threw his body backward, unconscious. The Soviets believed he was dead, but they were wrong. Simo survived. I did what I was told to do. If this story deserves to be remembered, leave a like. Stories like this only stay alive when someone listens. Subscribe for more real accounts that seem impossible but happened.